Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Measy69 and we are back with the AMX 50B. An overdue review, really. But we've got one. Blitzstars here compared the AMX to the T57. So the DPM is slightly less, 2,725 compared to 2,835. The penetration is pretty much exactly the same, just one less. It has the same alpha. Rate of fire is a little bit lower than the T57, and the reload is pretty much the same. It's 20.42 compared to 20.4. They both have 3 shells, but the AMX has 3 seconds in between each shell compared to 2.5 from the T57 heavy. Aim time is slightly more than the T57 and the dispersion is slightly less, but it has got a nice 10 degrees of gun depression compared to the 8 degrees from the T57. Now, what really stands out compared to these two is the speed. So 50 kilometers an hour for the AMX compared to 35 from the T57 heavy. So it's a lot quicker. And you can almost use it as sort of going with the meds, the mediums, because the armor isn't really there. So the whole armor is 170, a little bit less than the T57 heavy, but the turret armor is 150, which is a little bit more. But the side of the hull and the back and the turret is very, very weak. So you've got 30 mil front and back. So you will get penned with HE a lot, by a lot of tanks. Any big tank will, if they use their brain a little bit, they will use HE. So average damage ain't too bad, 2,000. And you can see at the bottom here, people are doing monster damage. Fake Shockish here, my man Shocky, 9,600 damage. So people are pumping out the damage. Now, how do I play this? So I've always said with autoloaders, make sure you have hard cover. So when you are reloading, you've always got hard cover. But I find with a tank like this and the T57 heavy, your best, or any autoloader really, your best or one of your best cover is other tanks. So always try and be with other tanks. If you've got, that was a bad shot, that was bad from me, sideways into the T68. Again, if he was using HE, that would be half of my hit points gone already. But you can see here, like, I've got cover now to my right and I've got tanks to my left, and I find this for me is the best way to play. Like, never go on your own, ever go on your own, unless there is a tank isolated and you can clear him with your clip, but never go alone. And you can see I'm always looking for my team, making sure my team are around, and I've still got some teammates to my left of me. So I've got, if you look at the minimap, I've got 2 TDs and the medium tank, which is the FV4202. He will die pretty soon. So the bat chat takes him out. So I'm not going to poke out, well, I am, because there's a bat chat. We can get him gone, but I do take 1 shot from the Type 61 in return. But I do manage to clear a tank. So there is now 6 on 6. Now this battle, it is a first class, and I do get pretty lucky at the end. We would have probably won anyway. And I just got to say, fair play to this Object 704 now to my right. He had a good game, very good game. And there we have the AMX 50B. I'm not actually sure what he's doing, but he gets deleted, which makes it 6 on 5. And again, I haven't really moved, but I haven't really been needed to move. My team are still to my right, the object's still to my left, so there's no point moving. I'm going to reload, and I'm not going to poke out while I'm reloading, because 20 seconds reload is a long time to poke out, and I'm just going to wait for my opportunity. And that's what you've got to do in this tank. Just wait for your opportunity. There is no point rushing. The object 268 now has gone, so it's 5 against 4. And I'm going to see if I can get shots on the FV215B, which I can't, but the object 704 can. So he's now put him down to a 1 shot. The Type 61 is not budging at all, and now we've got the grill. Luckily he misses, but we do get 1 shot into him in return. And now he's not going to poke out, but the object 704 again, if you watch his hit points of the grill, the object can see him, and there we go, 890, which is great because it's 4 against 4, and now there's 2 tanks that are on a 1 shot. Now there's 1 tank. So now the Type 61 makes a move, but he moves too late. Again, a lovely shot, whoever shot him there. I believe maybe the Death Star, I'm not sure. But he's now on 11 HP, so it's 4 against 3, and all 3, not so much the E100, but the other 2 are a 1 shot. So now, my team, so we've got the Death Star and the Object 704, they start pushing left. So what I'm going to do, instead of staying with them, I know there's 2 tanks on very low hit points, so I'm going to start going right, and just to get to the other side of them. So the E100, for instance, I'm going to get behind him, and there's only one place he can look, and that's either left or right. So if he's looking at me, which I've now taken the attention of him, other tanks like this Death Star, he's coming through. The grill does take out our Object 704, but now the Death Star's pushed forward, which has taken the attention of the E100, and I get 1 more shot into him, and the Death Star manages to take him out. So it is now 2 against 2, but both tanks are near enough a 1 shot. So I don't want to rush in because I can actually be high rolled from the grill, which will then, if that happened, we could actually lose. So I'm going to wait until I reload, and now I'm going to start pushing forward slowly, just to see if we spot anyone, but we don't, and I'm guessing they are both sitting together. So I'm now spotted. This is a bad shot from me, bad shot from the grill as well. That was just a quick snapshot, didn't pay off, and I get 1 return, and again that is a bad shot. And now I get a lucky bounce from the Type 61, but I do manage to clear him, and now I am on a reload. So I've got a hide, no problem, I've got cover from the grill. I'm going to wait for the Death Star, but I get kind of greedy, so I do wait until I reload, which is 3 seconds. The grill starts pushing. We've got AP there. We're going to switch. No, we're not going to switch. And we miss. But he bounces on our front plate. The Death Star misses him. And we manage to clear him up for our 3rd and final kill. So, a patient game that was 4,000 damage. We do still get a first class 1,300 XP, 486 assistant damage. So, not a bad battle. I didn't say I had a great battle, but it was more being patient. There's no point rushing. Be patient, and the damage will come in these autoloaders. And next battle we have mines, and I'm not going to push right up the hill, but I'm going to go as close to the wall as possible. As I've said, you've got a nice 10 degrees of gun depression, but you've got no armor. So you do need cover at all times. So they have got 3 TDs on the enemy team. 2 of them are Death Star. So if they both shoot me at the same time, I'm a goner. And we do just miss that Death Star. We thought we'd do a blind shot into the Death Star, and there we go. There's the grill, gets 1 shot into me, 600 damage already gone, and he gets stuck. So we managed to get another shot into him, and then we're going to reload, and we're going to back up, and we're going to use this rock or this hill as cover. So now all our team are pretty much here. We've got 1 tank down, so it is 6 on 7. The IS-7 starts pushing. I'm now reloaded so I can get 1 shot into him. Back up, he has just shot, but he backs up behind the rock in time, so I can't get another shot into him. But again, we're going to be patient. We're not going to push forward because they've got 3 TDs, and we're going to wait for the tanks to make the mistake. And the E50, he wants to push, but I don't think he's going to push. And now we get the cupola, or that little hatch of the M103, and now the E50 is going to push just in time for me to get my final shell in my clip into him, and again I'm backing up right round the corner just so no one can shoot me. Again, it's a 20-second reload, and we're going to make them make the mistakes of just what this Death Star does. He pushes forward, all the way forward. I'm not sure why a Death Star's pushing forward, but we can track him with one shot. Again, we're going to track him with another shot, and then the Death Star on our team is going to take him out. And that was a high roll 500 right into that hatch of the M103. So that was a fantastic shot. It puts him down to a one shot. So it is now 5 against 5, but we've got a couple of tanks that are one shot. Our team are pretty full health apart from this Leopard, and the M103 is now gone, and the E50 is now a one shot. So I'm going to try and get my shot into him, but now the IS-7 has been spotted. I don't really want to be shot from anyone. I want to save my hit points because they will come in handy. So now I've got no shots on them at all. So instead of pushing the hill, because I know there's two Death Star, or there's one Death Star and a grill, I'm going to flank all the way around. So the E50 is now gone. So it just leaves the IS-7 up on the hill on his own, and then 2 TDs that are camping at the back. So the IS-7 pulls around. Are we going to get the shot into him? He pokes around. He's a one shot, and we do manage to clear him up for our first kill. And then we're going to continue our travel. The grill has now been spotted. Shoots me, but we do manage to snapshot him to get him gone. But I am now a one shot to the Death Star. There is no point rushing. I'm going to wait. I'm going to probably, am I going to reload? I'm not sure if I'm going to reload or I'm going to take a blind shot. But the Leopard does go forward, so he should spot him anytime now. And I'm just going to wait. He's pushing the Death Star, manages to kill the Leopard, but I do get my final shot into him. And now I'm going to start pushing forward, and he has to come around. So I'm not in no danger at the minute. If you look at the minimap, the whole team are starting to push him. So the Death Star's got no chance in hell. But he's still going to fight till the very, very end. So not sure why this Leopard starts. But the Death Star now takes out the Yag Tiger. He gets a shot in return, and now we're just going to rush forward, try and get as much damage as we can. And again, we get one shot, which is a high roll of 500, and then our Death Star takes him out. So again, not a bad battle. Quite a nice battle for myself and the team. And we do finish that battle again on the first class, 4.6k damage, 28,000 credits we make. It was a ×5, so it was the birthday of the tank, and we finish on 1,331 XP. So again, very nice battle. Moving on to our last battle. The enemy have got no mediums, and what I mean about using this tank as a medium, I don't really want to be sat at the front there. They've got 3 TDs, and so I relocate and I sort of go with the mediums because there's not much I can do sat in front of 4 heavies and 3 TDs with this armor. So what I do is I decide to flank around. The enemy have pretty much all been spotted. The E5 there pushing up, and near enough everyone else. So the Tortoise takes out our E100, which is one of our best tanks. So that's one down already. And again, just like the first battle, we do get kind of lucky in this battle. So now that IS-8 is pushing around, we get one shot into him, poke up, back up, we get a track shot into him, which keeps him there, which allows us to get a final shot into him. So all 3 shells managed to penetrate just that one tank. So he's now on low hit points. The T57 is low hit points, and I can notice now the Reds are starting to push in our team that are by that bridge. So we're going to push around. So now we've got the AMX 5120 with me. I'm going to try and stick with him because 6 shells in between us, we can devastate the enemy. But he stops not where I want him. He stops right. If he would have pushed forward a little bit, I could probably have saved him, as I wouldn't have gone for that IS-8. But my team take off the IS-8, and you can see here now I'm trying to ignore the Tortoise, and we take out the T57 heavy. So it is now 5 against 4. We've got the Tortoise here, but I'm reloading. The AMX 50B is now gone. The Death Star takes him out, and I can see he's just shot, so I'm going to now poke out, hopefully get some damage into him. He gets tracked. I get one shot into the hatch, and he's backing up. I do get a shot in return, but we do manage to take him out for our second kill, which now leaves 4 against 3. The Death Star is now going to die. So it's 3 against 3. Now look at the map. Can you see that object 704? He's just literally gone into that position, and that is where he stays. So I do feel sorry for the Reds, because they could have won this game, but he actually now goes AFK. Not sure if it was a connection error. He couldn't have been because of his team being noobs, because you get that when players go AFK when the team doesn't do what they want them to do, what he wants them to do. But he does go AFK, but at the minute we are not aware of that. So I'm going to poke around, and I've just noticed that E5 has just shot, which means I can poke out, get one shot into him, get another shot into him, back up, because I'm not aware that that object 704 is AFK. And now one more shell, get one shot into him, and I'm backing up and reloading, and now I pretty much know he's AFK. But the E4 takes out our 120, and I'm going to ignore that 704. I'm going to push the E4. I could get shot in return, but once I've got 3 shells in my clip, I can take out this E4. And with the speed of this thing, you can circle tanks like this. You're a heavy circling a TD, no problem whatsoever. So I take out the E4 with my 4th kill, now leaving the AFK 704. So we're just going to clear him up. So the AMX 50B, it's a great tank. It is a great tank. Don't know if it's better than the T57. I like the T57 probably. I was going to say a little bit more because of the reload, the 2.5, but this almost beats it with the speed. And they're both really nice tanks, and they can both be played pretty differently. And we finished that game on 5.8k damage, 43,000 credits, 5 kills, and we do get 1600 XP. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. We've got a lot coming out this week. Going to post some battles just with some random ace games. But for now, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.